Some time ago I got this Daiso stick bait, and this has become my confidence bait. Whenever I go for a pressured bass and the fish aren't biting, this is what I throw, and this tends to get me a fish. So I decided to go back to Daiso and got some more lures. Since this is a dollar store, a Japanese dollar store, the lures are really cheap, and that's the thing about fishing. You can keep it in your budget. So let me go over these lures one at a time. The first one I got is this craw worm. It's basically a craw lure, which they say is supposed to be rigged on a jig head. Let me quickly open this. It's super finesse, so it's only about 2.5 inches. It's probably just about half the size of my finger. The quality on this is really good. However, the only thing that is concerning to me is there are bluegills where I fish. So they might end up ripping the pinchers apart. But we'll see. Next one is the straight worm. They say it is supposed to be rigged on a Neko rig, where you have to put the nail weight on the end of the worm. However, I'll just be using the Texas rig for it. The colors on these are pretty much similar, and the bass at my pond really tend to like these color. It's really small, it's really finesse, and it's super tiny. The next one I want to show is this rubber worm. This one is just a finesse worm. It's super tiny and it's flat on the other side. I don't know the reason for them to keep it flat, but I'll again just Texas rig it, throw it in the weeds, and just retrieve it slowly. And I'm hoping the bass will like it. Finally, the last one, which I really like and I'm very positive about, is this one. It's hard to find finesse creature bait. And this one just fits the bill. Just look at this lizard. Looks so juicy, about 4 inches if you consider from the head until the tip of the tail. I'll just keep them side to side so that you can have a quick look at it. I'll be taking these lures tonight at the pond. I'll be giving 30 minutes to each lure. If the fish bites, then it's good. If not, then I'll be changing and we'll see what we can catch. Alright, see you guys at the pond. Finally, I'm here at the pond. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon and it's nice and cloudy. I've never seen this pond so low ever. I will be starting with the craw lure first because I have my confidence in this color, and I've seen crawfish in this pond before, so let's see. Just gonna Texas rig it, weightless. Looks all set and ready to go. Today I'm using my Kastking Zephyr BFS reel and I have paired it up with the Ace Hawk Venom 7 feet. I'm surprised that it's a weekend and I only see 2 people fishing around, whereas on most of the weekends there are at least 12 people fishing around me. Looks like I'm not getting a fish on my first cast because no bite yet. I see some activity on this side, so let's give it a try. Feels like I'm getting tiny taps. Oh, there you go. First fish. Definitely a dink. It's still so much fun to fight these fish on the slide gear. Okay, come over here, baby. I'm not sure if it's me just getting these stinky bass or is this pond full of dinks. So finally got the first fish on this Daiso craw. We're gonna keep trying for another 15 minutes and let's see what else we can catch. Okay, getting hits. Whoa, whoa! That definitely is a better fish. Oh, this guy's pulling drag. I see it. It's a good fish. Probably about 1.5 or 2 pounds. What the heck? Just spit the lure right at my face. Wow. Shouldn't have played it that long. And that gives me hope that there's definitely better fish in the pond. So again, we'll keep trying. The time is not up for this lure. And after getting hooked, I don't think that particular fish is biting again. At least anytime soon. But here we go. Different fish. And just a dink. I think I'm entitled to catch these dinks. So that's fish number 3 for the craw lure. Since I'm a catch and release fisherman, I like to use barbless hooks because they say it's less painful for the fish. Well, hopefully. It's only been about 15 minutes that I started fishing and I already caught 2.5 fish. So I'm just gonna keep fishing with this particular lure for some more time. I think they are stacked up on this left side weed patch because I'm getting continuous taps over there. Here is another one. Oh, I missed it. I'm pretty sure it will come again because I don't think it fell the hook. Yeah, fish on, fish on. No? Wow, came off the second time. Try till you succeed. I'm pretty sure I'm getting it on this particular cast. Let's see. All the fish already has it. I'm just gonna wait a little longer to set the hook this time. Fish on. Yeah, still on. That's fish number 4 for us on the craw lure. Just 20-25 minutes into fishing. Okay, dumb fish. Okay, obviously didn't capture the hook set, but that's fish number 5. Just about the same size. piked me. Okay, that's 5 fish on the craw lure. And it's still looking good. But I think it's almost about time that we give a couple more casts and then change to our second lure. I think this craw lure is going to be my next confidence bait after the Daiso stick bait. We still have 3 more lures that we have to test, and I'm going to pick up the lizard or mud puppy, whatever you call salamander creature bait. These look fine, but I think they are very lightweight. I would guess probably under like 2 grams. Initially I was just thinking to nose rig this lure, but the weeds are out and I know I'm going to get snagged if I use anything other than the Texas rig. So yeah, just Texas rigging it and we'll see what we can catch on this one. So first cast on this creature bait, and that didn't go well. Got a backlash. I think something is on it, maybe a bluegill. Be wrong, but definitely felt like a fish. Let me try tuning the reel a little bit and we'll see if we can cast this out. Oops, this is worse than the previous one. I think I'm doing something wrong over here, maybe with the reel adjustment, because I'm getting backlash on almost every cast. Okay, that's a fish. That's a fish. That was definitely a fish. Yeah. 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 I think I should get my Dark Wolf Ultra for casting these tiny lures which don't have any weight on them. Yeah, the Dark Wolf Ultra definitely handles these tiny lures under 3 grams much better. Okay, that's a fish. Bad cast, and still a fish. So this is our first fish on this creature bait. Probably the last fish too, because I'm having a hard time casting this lure. On the lizard. Barely hooked too with this barbless hook. Yeah, I'm having a hard time casting this lure, and I think it's probably because of me not tuning the reel right. So what I'm gonna do is just try putting on a split shot after this cast if I still have problems. I know it's not the best idea to put some split shot on this lure because that will impact the action as well as catch some weeds, but that's the only way that I'll be able to cast this far enough to get the lure in the strike zone. think I'm done with this creature bait. I didn't give it enough time that I was supposed to give it because I'm having a hard time casting it, so we'll move on to the next bait. I'll try putting on this stickworm, which is supposed to be vacuum rigged, but I don't want to retie my hook, so I'm just gonna Texas rig it and see if we can catch anything on it. Yeah, this particular one is nothing out of ordinary. Like, you can get these type of worms from almost any brand. So yeah, I'm not putting my 100% trust on this particular lure because the fish might have seen this so many times already. Okay, so here goes to nothing. First cast on the worm, and I'm gonna cast it right into the weeds where the fish are hiding. Didn't get a single bite. Texas rigging it, so I'm just gonna quickly wacky rig it on this hook. Maybe we'll get a fish. Let's see. Okay, there are more people showing up around me. Maybe that's the reason the fish are tight-lipped now, but I don't know. No bites on the vacuum rig either, so I'm just gonna untie it and put on the next and final lure, which is that flat worm that I showed in the beginning of this video. It's almost been about 40 minutes since I caught my last fish. I'm hoping this lure will produce me something after 40 minutes of nothing, but we'll see. Okay, we'll try getting closer to the strike zone because most of the fish or most of the bites that I have been getting is on this patch of weeds. I think it is being followed by a bluegill. Yeah. It's hard to hook these tiny bluegills or sunfish with this Texas rig lure. And I'm not even targeting those sunfish, but I'm targeting those bass that are hiding in these weed patches. And it's almost about 8 casts with this lure and didn't catch anything. Yeah, I think I'm done. It's probably the bite has died down, and the only quick way to find out if the bite has actually turned off is with this confidence bait, because this produces me fish every single time. I never got skunked with this Daiso stick bait, so I'm just gonna try this for about 10-15 minutes and we'll see if the bite is still on. Okay, I think my spot is taken, so I'll be moving to this spot in the front, and I only have like 15 minutes of fishing left, so we'll see if we can catch something. Okay, getting hits. Fish on. This bait never ever fails me. It's a dink, but I will take it after about an hour of nothing. So got a fish on the third cast with this Daiso stick bait. We'll keep trying for another few casts and then we'll call it a day. So I just cast this lure out, let it fall to the bottom, and I just start to reel it in slowly and just pause it once in a while, and that's when the fish just picks it up. Yeah, I think I have a fish on already. Yeah, fish on. Oh hell no. That's probably just another one of those things that isn't even able to get this 3-inch stick bait in its mouth. Fish on. Wow, came flying towards me. I think this one is the smallest one of the day. And I know I can catch these one after the other with this Daiso stick bait, so I think I'm done today. That has been a pretty successful day, I would say. So I'm done with fishing. I was here to test out my Daiso lures and I was able to successfully test them. The craw worked really well for me. I caught about 5 fish on it. I even missed what I think was about like a 2-pound fish. But anyways, I was using BFS, so I wasn't able to horse it in. With the lizard, I wasn't able to cast it far. I don't know whether it was the reel or it was just me like unable to cast it. But anyways, I still managed to catch 1 fish on it. With the worms, I didn't catch anything, and again the primary reason was I wasn't able to cast it far. And then yeah, I ended up switching to my confidence bait just to see if the bite was actually on, and I did manage to catch about like 4 fish on it. So overall it was a pretty good day for me. Well, the fish were not bigger than 12 inches, but I will still take a day like this over a skunk day. So hope you guys enjoyed it.